I'm Lynn Bodwin, National Sales Manager for Sabre Yachts.
I'm Kevin Burns. I'm the VP of Design and Product Development. And we're very excited to finally show the world the all-new Sabre 51.
Let's go on board. Wow, Kevin. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the very first boat that Sabre has put foredeck seating in.
Yeah, definitely, you're right. We've had a lot of conversations with our customers, especially couples that enjoy being on a hook or a mooring and wanting a dedicated, comfortable spot to come up here, sit, be away from the cockpit area, have your own space up here, and watch the fireworks or have a cocktail or a glass of wine at the end of the day watching the sunset. This is just a special spot on the boat. And then when you want to get underway and you want to stow the boat, you can just make all of this disappear.
That easy, that simple.
What can you say about this cockpit, Lynn?
I can say that it can seat a lot of people, Kevin. I think the first thing you notice when you walk down the dock is just how much seating and space is available.
We really heard a lot from our customers that in Sabre 48s. It was all about seating and being able to gather all the guests around, kind of looking at each other in what we call a conversation circle, right? It's having a bunch of seats and a bunch of opportunities for people to enjoy each other's company. Our 48 customers will recognize the L settee back here in the back of the cockpit. What we've done is kind of expand on that and almost mirror it again around to the front end of the cockpit.
The other thing that I'm noticing, Kevin, and maybe you can talk to us about the thought behind it, is one of the design aesthetics that separate the 51 from the rest of the model so clearly is this extended hardtop.
This hardtop was something that we talked to a lot of folks about, and there's a couple of things that we wanted to accomplish. Number one is you can see how far aft the sure shade has shifted, you know, as a result of being able to be mounted further back into the cockpit. And this forward seat, this is really one of my favorite things about this entire cockpit is sitting in this spot right here.
Yep.
When you're underway, you have a great view aft, chilling and zoning out and zenning out into the wake. But you're also still underneath the structural hardtop. And our engineering team did an amazing job, because one of the goals here was we did not want to have any columns or supports in your view behind these grab rails.
Yeah, you accomplished that with the very traditional Sabre grab rail to assist you boarding. The
engineering team did an outstanding job of kind of creating the structure for the hardtop to keep it very rigid and as a complete cantilever over the cockpit. Awesome execution.
So one of the details that I love, and it shows just how thoughtfully this boat was designed and laid out, is this fender locker over here. And you can fit 4 fenders in here. It really shows the boating history of the brand, because this is functional and it's done so well.
Yeah, there's a lot of institutional knowledge baked into this whole operation here.
Yeah. One of the features of the cockpit that you designed in was this dedicated walkway to the foredeck. And I admit, I was not quite sure how we were going to pull this off, or if it was going to be too much dead space. It actually kind of blends in with the rest of it. You don't even notice the spaces over here unless you're entering from the transom.
Yeah, I mean, really critical for our customers operationally to kind of have this unobstructed access fore and aft along the side decks. And how we really accomplished this was, frankly, a good old-fashioned mock-up. We built this full scale, as you remember, and we moved the different bits and pieces to fractions of an inch until we really had it dialed in to where everything felt just right. And it's all about balance and balancing all of the requirements of a space like this. And I think that that's one of the tools that we employ really successfully, is the use of full-scale mock-ups to actually experience some of the decisions as we're making them along the way. So that was a key point in a number of spaces along this project.
Talk to me about these doors. The daylight, that's one of the features of this boat that is so enticing is the amount of natural daylight that comes in.
Yeah, absolutely. The door and window system, the opening appliances, the fixed glazed windows, that's all part and parcel with trying to get that kind of outside in feeling to the salon. And simultaneously, the visibility from the helm's awesome. The other thing that I love is these deadlights. So these are just skylights in the overhead. And that's something that we've done on the 43. These are obviously bigger than the 43, but to be able to sit back here in the salon area and actually lounge here and have the option to have, sunlight, it's pretty cool.
The sheer size of the seating area is probably one of the biggest settees we've put in a boat since the Saber 54.
Yeah, and again, just like we talked about in the cockpit, it's the conversation circle, right? We want a lot of opposing seating so that you can enjoy the company of your guests and your family as they're on board. And then, if you want to enjoy a meal here, you can expand the table and, kind of all gather around the table for a meal. So, I think this salon space here is really
that's fantastic.
Super comfortable place to just enjoy the company of your guests.
So coming forward, the other place with great visibility is here. And again, the height of this kind of is twofold. As we move forward down the boat, it will become evident down below. 2 stid seats at the helm. You could comfortably fit 2 people here. 1 person can completely lounge. Talk about the layout of the helm a little bit.
Yeah, we spend at Sabre, a lot of time fastidiously kind of going through the minutia of the dimensions, the ergonomics, and sight lines and everything else that we've talked about, particularly at the helm. And some of us are less tall than others. So one of the things that came about our mock-up was we wanted this adjustable kind of height as you're standing at the helm. So we have this deployable step in the helm that with the press of the button, you can either have it there or not have it there, and it's a really cool feature, and definitely I love it.
So one of the premier features on the 51 is the walk-around master berth. It is a complete luxury in a boat this size to be able to walk all the way around the berth. The ease of use, the ease of comfort, and the sheer comfort of the bed is pretty amazing. When you couple that with the amount of storage that we have in this stateroom, there's drawers underneath both sides of the berth. There are lockers on either side. There's a bank of drawers over here behind Kevin. It is a very natural space to get comfortable in. The creature comforts in this room and the storage of this room really complement long-range cruising.
Yeah, I love things like this curtain garage here, which is this beautiful Soji panel, but behind it is both screens and curtains and a blackout curtain.
Moving into the head, one of the features that we've added that came directly from some customer feedback was these makeup mirrors on either side of the storage cabinet. There is, again, you're going to hear it a lot, tremendous storage in this boat. The other feature that we listen to with a lot of feedback is the white porcelain undermount sink with a Corian countertop. It's very clean, very modern looking, and it gives you just the best use of space. Again, more stuff. One of the big changes that we made in this model, and it's really a big change for the brand, is we've changed the sole in the head and in the shower. We've changed it to a solid surface material. This really brought a light, modern, easy to clean look. It makes them look a little more current. So here we are in the Sabre 51 forward cabin. I would say that this forward cabin rivals many master cabins in a lot of boats out today. We have a ton of storage. We have a queen size berth here. The amenities in this room, including a cedar line hanging locker and a high boy dresser, gives plenty of storage. We have now incorporated a feature that Kevin's going to demonstrate for us where you can turn these lights off without crawling across the bed, and that is huge.
Yeah, the C-Zone is great for this. It's making just essentially the whole experience of operating the boat, living on the boat, much easier, much more owner-friendly, and looking at real problems that folks have, real pain points that folks have, and finding clever solutions for that.
The Sabre 51 utility space really sets this boat apart from other models. The easy access from the pantry into the room was a key feature in the design of this model. Whether it's a long-range cruising with more additional storage from the pantry, or as you see here today, there's an additional berth with a desk.
No matter how you customize it, it's able to be used in multiple ways, and it can be made quite private with this bifold door system.
So whether you're a gourmet chef or doing some long-range cruising, this is the galley that you want to be doing it in. There's plenty of room for all the provisions that you'll need, whether you're in the Bahamas for a week or you're up in the West Coast cruising the San Juans. This boat was designed for you.
So the galley design is the heart of this entire arrangement, and it starts with this right here. You can see the sunshine just pouring down into the space, and that's something that we've developed. This opening above this area is something that we've spent a lot of time working on the structures, making sure wood doesn't squeak and things like that. One of the huge kind of starting points with this area is to make it feel like you're not down in a hole, certainly. You're right here in the heart of everything. Practically speaking, we have this really cool cooktop stack here, which includes all the storage for anything that you might need to prepare a meal. The storage is just prolific. 40 drawers on the Sabre 51. No end to how much provisions that you can bring down here. I think what I love about this boat is that even as big as it is very nimble, very easy to run. Feels like more of a sports car than driving a bus.
It's also comfortable.
Yeah.
Like the way you're steering this boat right now underway, it looks like it's very intuitive.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the ICW, right? And joystick steering on the armrest, so I can just relax, keep my eyes out the windows, and make all the adjustments I need to make right here on my armrest. And then, obviously, if I'm more comfortable standing up, I can just stand in front of Helm, use the helm and the throttles the way I traditionally would. But this is a nice option to me. I really, the more I use the joystick, actually, the more comfortable I am just sitting here in this nice chair and just relaxing.
Well, the thing that I'm noticing is the visibility from the windows. You have visibility literally 360 degrees, but in particular, the visibility through the windshields when you get up onto plane,
Right.
It just does not look or feel like you're in approximately a 55-foot LOA boat.
A little bit of everything that plays into that, the engineering, the composite structure to allow us to kind of minimize the window mullions, that gives us the least amount of obstructions that we can possibly have. And then, also just all those sight lines that we planned for starting on day one when we designed a new model. It's about sight lines from the helm around the inside of the boat. The amount of glass around the whole salon it's a Sabre thing now, and that really pays dividends right here, sitting in the helm, being able to look all around us unobstructed for the most part. It's great, very comfortable, makes it easy to drive, makes it a comfortable boat to run.